Hey guys, welcome to AJS. In today's video, we'll be following up with our continuation of Jupiter's transit, which is going to happen pretty soon. It's going to be in November, and it's going to be in the Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn. We have already made videos on Capricorn, Aquarius. In case if you have not checked, please check the previous videos. And for the folks who have first time joined us, welcome to AJS. Quick thing. So starting this November, Jupiter will be moving to Aquarius. Now, first to understand what does this mean, we have to understand uh, who is the Lord of Aquarius. So in this case, Aquarius has been governed by Saturn. We won't go much deep into what Saturn is. For that, I refer to my previous videos. So Saturn, in a way, I mean, like, is the teacher, right? So Saturn teaches you the life lessons. Sometimes it might not be that easy as it looks like. It's going to be tough. It has its own cycle, like you have call it Sadisati, okay, Sadisati, 7.5 years, 2.5 years. And more often than not, you'll find people complaining about Saturn's influence, like they're going to Saturn's Dasha or they're going to Saturn's Sadisati. Right? In terms of the equation between Saturn and Jupiter, so they're neutral. For example, Saturn and Mars are not considered to be friends. Again, like in some books you might find them to be neutral, somewhere else enemy. Jupiter Mars friends, Jupiter Sun friends. So in this case, you cannot expect like, hey, that had this been the case, that Jupiter is in say Pisces or even Sagittarius or even Cancer, so where Jupiter is exalted or it's in its own sign. So results are different. Here is in a sign of with whom the relations are neutral. All right. So that being said, for folks whose moon sign is Pisces, again I'm referring to moon sign over here. We are not going as per the ascendant because there are multiple factors involved, like the natal strength of your Jupiter, and then the nakshatras and myriad of other stuff. So we are looking at the moon sign over here, and based on the moon sign, Jupiter from Jupiter is going to be in your 12th house. All right. Now, what does 12th house signify? 12th house is about expenses. 12th house is about your transformation. 12th house is about the travels. 12th house is all about your spiritual journey, all about your religious experiences, all about your personal growth. All right. So Jupiter over here, starting this November, you will find yourself to develop interest in kind of spiritual books, spiritual videos, religious books, reading about religious texts, not only your own religion, sometimes other religions as well. There might be some curiosity in your mind, and this curiosity will lead you to start reading all these books, devote your time over there. All right. And during this time, you will also observe that there are some shortcomings in you which you might have to correct. So there's going to be a self-revelation. It's going to be a good time. So I would urge all the people who have their moon sign as Pisces to just do an introspection on themselves. Just look at the areas which have worked well in your life, the areas which have not worked well in your life, rather than blaming someone else. Start looking if there's something else that you can improve on your front. All right. So this period anyways is going to push you towards that. Make use of that time and start exploring more about yourself. This folks, during this time, like if you're looking for a property, there are very strong chances that you might buy a property during this time. So good time from that perspective is going to be a good investment from your side. During this time, you can also expect your office colleagues to support you. There might be some cases where last year during post the pandemic, when everybody was working in Zoom, working through Zoom, and you had like a lot of virtual conferences during this time, and that might have led to some kind of misunderstanding. So during this time, all those misunderstandings will be cleared. Your colleagues will start supporting you. It does not mean there is going to be a promotion on the cards, but this is just going to be a baby step towards a major thing in your career. All right. So all the higher ups, all your peers, they will all start appreciating your work. You will get recognized. I'm not talking about recognition in terms of monetary gains, but just like verbal recognition. All right. You'll have peace of mind during this time, because once you feel your work is going to make impact, definitely you get satisfaction. It eventually leads to a peace of mind, which will happen the same. I mean, just like in the case of for the professions who are working, in the same case of businessmen. So you will get like appreciation from your clients. Your clients will start appreciating you in case of deliveries that are going to be delayed for some reason or other. Still, they will be understanding, they'll cooperate with you. You will not end up losing the business. In fact, there'll be good word of mouth. You might acquire some new clients as well. All right. You'll also get the victories over your enemy. When the people start saying good things about you, they will be your advocate. They will curb your enemies, and you don't have to do anything special on your own. But people will fight for you. All right. It's going to be good time for you in terms of your health, even though you might have to work on that as well. So if you work nicely on your health, take good care of your health, you won't have any significant issues with your health. There's going to be one or two minor issues, but overall it's going to be a good time from your health perspective. And then again, one thing, I mean, you have to be cognizant about your sleep pattern. Make sure like there is a fixed sleep pattern. Otherwise, sometimes you might end up being sleep deprived, eventually leading to more tiredness and fatigue. So that's pretty much all I can see for the folks who have moon sign as Pisces. Overall, it's going to be good year. Um, I won't say the best of the best, but overall a good year. And once Jupiter moves into Pisces, then that's going to be an excellent year, which we'll talk about in our next videos. That's pretty much it for today. Thanks for joining me, and see you guys in the next video.